hope this finds you well. Today we are going to be talking about how to keep your jewelry clean. So you are going to need 1 to 2 bowls. You're going to need a little bit of Dawn or your normal kitchen soap, and then a hand towel or your dish mat if you're doing this in the kitchen. Okay, let's get started. You're going to put a little bit of Dawn in that bowl. You're going to turn on the warm water. Lukewarm water is best. Now, this particular method is good specifically for your stretchy jewelry, your beaded jewelry, or your metal jewelry. If your jewelry has those fringes on it or any kind of embroidery thread, it's not really the best method because sometimes they don't always dry very well. So you might, if you do this method with those, you're going to want to get out your hair dryer or something that will actually suck up and take away all that moisture. Otherwise, it might discolor it a little bit. So we are going to start out with our beaded jewelry, and this is called Snappy. So we are just literally going to take it and dip it in there, let it dry. We've already pre-filled another bowl here with some clear water. We're simply going to dip it in there, get it nice and clean. Then we're going to lay it down on that hand towel. Then we're going to move on to our next piece. Here, I can't remember the name of it, but it is rose gold, and it's got some beautiful little beads on there. We're going to do the exact same thing. We are going to just dump it, then move on to the clean bowl. Dump it here, rinse it off in the clean bowl, and then set it down on our cloth. Now, for earrings, these are our happy earrings, you are going to want, one of them just fell in the sink. For your happy earrings or things like that, these are perfectly fine of going into the water, having a water bath. For the hooks, you're going to want to use a Q-tip and some alcohol or peroxide if they start looking icky. You can also use I have it sitting right here in front of me and I forgot what it was called, a jewelry cloth, a polishing cloth. You can use that as well. And if you have some dirt and grime in between here, or if you have some kind of embellishment on there, you're going to want to take a toothbrush and just get in there and just scrub it out. But other than that, same thing. You just dip the earrings in the soapy solution, dip it in the water solution, and sit it down. Yep. Oh, thank you, baby. We're not doing that one just yet. She's helping. Of course, earrings you have too, so we're going to do the other one here.
And we have it.
We're going to do the rings next, boo-boo. Not yet, okay? We're going to do the rings next. Alrighty, so you are all done with that soapy solution. You can sit that on the side. So now what you want to do is you want to take your the wet jewelry that you have and your towel and just kind of just tap it a little bit. You don't want to scrub it. Drop my jewelry cloth. That doesn't go in there. She dropped my jewelry cloth in the in the sink. Whoops. Can't use that now till it's dry. Okay, you just kind of tap it dry, and then you are going to want to leave it set on the side so that it can completely air dry for about 24 hours. Usually 12 to 24 hours, just to make, stop it please, just to make sure that it completely dries. Otherwise, you are going to get that tarnished look on there. Otherwise, you are going to get that tarnished look. And especially with the beaded jewelry, you want to make sure to just kind of tap it dry a little bit, pat it dry a little bit, and then, hi Karen! Pat it dry a little bit, and then just leave it sit to air dry. Now, one thing that you are definitely going to need for your jewelry box are these little gel packets. I know you all have seen them. They come in if you buy a new pocketbook or a new wallet, or if you get new shoes, luggage, anything like that that usually needs some kind of moisture absorber. These are fantastic. I actually found these particular ones on Amazon, and guess what? they change colors. So right now they're blue. When they're no longer sucking up moisture and they're completely full of moisture, they turn to, I think it's orange. No, pink. They turn to pink. And then you just stick them in the microwave and you heat them up. It takes the moisture back out of them and you can reuse them. Isn't that awesome? Then you also need to have a good polishing cloth, because for jewelry like this, get my head out of the way here so you can see it. So like for jewelry like this, it's not the best to do the soapy, specifically with these, because usually the dirt and the grime that are on these, it's pretty good stuck on. So you just need a good polishing cloth. Any of them will do. I can't use this one right now because she just dumped it in the water, and it's not good to use them wet. But you can tell that I've had it for a while. It has been through the ringer. And you just simply a little bit of elbow grease, and then they look new. They look out of the box new. One thing that you do want to keep in mind for the jewelry cloths is that they are good, even though they look terrible. They are good and will last for a very long time. So until they start to pile up, I don't know or pull up, I don't remember the exact terminology, but you know when you have a sweater and then you put it through the wash so many times and it gets those little balls on it, the little like the lint balls and stuff like that on it. So until your polishing cloth starts to look like that, do not throw it away. And also, you never want to put your polishing cloth through the wash, because that will ruin it. They don't have chemicals on them or anything like that, but the material that they're made out of, if you put them in the washing machine and then in the dryer, it just destroys them, and they're no good to your jewelry anymore. You can sit there with as much elbow grease as you want to, and it just will not work.